Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Now before we dive into the nitty-gritty of Austin's actual cost of living, let's start with a fun fact, okay? So did you know some of the cheapest places to live in the United States are Mississippi, Alabama, West Virginia? That may not surprise you, but let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you know, those spots probably aren't high on your bucket list. So sit tight, because today we're gonna look at everything you need to know about living expenses in Austin, Texas, from groceries, housing costs, utilities, transportation. Grab a taco and let's dive right into it. Okay, first off, let's talk about groceries because, face it, we all need to eat. Austin is actually a bit of a bargain here. Slightly overall food prices are about 2% lower than the national average. That's right, you can stock up on all your favorite snacks without completely breaking the bank. And for all you locals and soon to be locals, our grocery store out here in the Austin, Texas area is H-E-B. It's our grocery superhero. It's pretty affordable, high quality, and basically you'll run into everybody you know in H-E-B. We love our H-E-B. It's kind of a cult following type of thing. All right, moving on to utilities. Here's some good news. Austin's utility costs are about 4% lower than the national average. So while housing might take, a bigger chunk of your wallet, and we'll get to that here in a second, at least you're not sweating all the small stuff. However, a quick note, unlike some other places, you can't always pick your utility provider. Depending on where you live in and around Austin. But don't worry, the rates are pretty reasonable, pretty friendly, and if you're living in Round Rock or surrounding areas, you do get some choice. It all depends on where you live in the greater Austin area. So if that's a deal breaker for you, give me a shout. I can help answer questions and help guide your home search if that's going to be an important point. Let's pause for a quick introduction. Hi, I'm Vince Burgess, your greater Austin real estate agent. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're thinking about moving to Austin, whether you're 6 weeks or 6 months away, or just want to chat about real estate, hit me up. You can call, text, email, whatever works best for you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my Austin tips and tricks and get the inside scoop. Okay, now let's talk about transportation. If you love a good road trip, you'll be pleased to know that transportation costs in Austin are about 10% lower than the national average. And this is partly due to lower fuel costs here. While most of Austin's roads are toll-free, you do have toll roads here because, well, infrastructure needed a boost and they needed a way to pay for it. But hey, with Texas toll tag, you can save a little bit of money and even avoid some of those traffic jams. So remember, if you find yourself on a toll road, it's not because you're lost or took the wrong turn. It's just the price we have to pay for progress around here. All right, let's talk about healthcare. Austin's healthcare costs are about 2% higher than the national average. But before you panic, remember you're getting access to some of Texas's top hospitals. And many of these facilities are so new they practically sparkle. You have tons of options here. So while you might pay a little bit more, you're getting access to world-class care in return. So that is a big bonus. Okay, now on to the juicy stuff, housing cost. In Austin proper, housing is about 9% higher than the national average. Yes, it's a bit pricier, but that's the cost of living in such an amazing city. But don't worry, there are ways to find affordable options, and let's just break that down here. One thing to keep in mind is that Texas doesn't have a state income tax. That means your overall tax burden is lower, which is great, but property taxes, okay, let's talk about that. So those can be a bit higher, be a bit of a wild card. In some newer communities and newer areas, property taxes can be higher due to the infrastructure cost, and you're developing this raw land that is often passed on to you, the homeowner, in the form of higher tax rates. So if you're looking at a house with a sales price that seems too good to be true, double check the tax rate. It might be higher than the average of around 2% that you would typically see here, and that definitely could impact your monthly mortgage. And here's a pro tip. The assessed value of a house can vary significantly even between houses right next door to each other. The county reassesses property values annually based on various factors like age and condition. So if you're house hunting, make sure you have all the details about the tax assessed value. It's like checking the fine print on a lease. Nobody likes surprises, and that's when a trusted local real estate agent can help answer all your questions. Now here's the golden nugget. If you explore suburbs around Austin, you can actually find housing costs 5, 10, 15% lower than the national average. Again, all depending on where you live. Yes, you'll be trading a bit of downtown and the proximity for more square footage and some sweet amenities like pool parks and lazy rivers. It's kind of like upgrading from a tiny apartment to a spacious mansion with a built-in water park. But for a deep dive into affordable neighborhoods around Austin, check out my other videos. I've also highlighted a few of Austin's suburbs where you can get more bang for your buck. So if you're ready to make that move, or at least have more questions, I'd love to help. Reach out. You can call, text, email. Let's chat about your Austin adventure. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're always up to date with my latest videos. And drop me a comment. Tell me what you think of this video, or just say hi. I love hearing from folks that are looking to relocate to the Austin area. Again, this is Vince Burgess, and thank you for watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.